Today, folks, I want to abbreviate you to the news that has been driving Aethlon Medical's stock. It currently trades on the NASDAQ under AEMD for around a $3 million market cap, which is well below its current cash values. They have some stuff in their pipeline that we're going to talk about because they recently announced, basically, they received ethics committee approval for their hemopurifier cancer trial. We're going to talk about what that means as they are addressing unmet needs in global health with novel immunotherapies to combat cancer and life-threatening viral infections. And what they're using at the forefront of this is called a hemopurifier, which is an FDA designated breakthrough device in viral and oncology indications, safely administered to 164 hemopurifier sessions in 38 patients with proprietary patented technologies, demonstrating clearance of life-threatening viruses, and is designed to clear tumor-derived EVs and their associated cargo in oncology, right? So just take a look at this because basically it's kind of like hooked up to your blood flow. It's a very fascinating device here. You can see that there basically is a design to capture viruses and extracellular vesicles from a patient's blood via extracorporeal circuit, if I'm saying that correctly, right? And if we take a look at their current indications and where they're at, I mean, they're kind of moving into these early feasibility studies where they finally got this massive news that I think is really putting them in a place of proving this out, right? So I'm just going to read you just some of the headline article because Aethlon Medical was granted full ethics approval from the Human Research Ethics Committee at Central Adelaide Local Health Network for a safety, feasibility, and dose-finding study of its hemopurifier in cancer patients with solid tumors not responding to anti-PD-1 antibodies. So basically, they were granted full ethics approval for Aethlon's safety, feasibility, and dose-finding clinical trial of the hemopurifier in cancer patients with solid tumors who have stable or progressive disease during anti-PD-1 monotherapy treatments, such as Keytruda. You know, there's a couple other ones here as well. The approval is valid for 3 years until June 13, 2027, and the trial will be conducted by basically Prof. Michael Brown and his staff at the Cancer Clinical Trials Unit, the CALHN, the Royal Adelaide Hospital located in Adelaide, Australia. Basically, from a quote here, the approval from the Human Research Ethics Committee at Central Adelaide Local Health Network marks a significant milestone for Aethlon as they deemed that our clinical study meets the requirement of the Australia's National Statement of basically ethical conduct in human research. And this was stated from Stephen LaRosa, the MD Chief Medical Officer of Aethlon Medical, who also quoted that we look forward to working closely with the Prof. Brown and his staff and basically with our contract research organizations, NAMSA and RESQ, basically clinical research. The next steps include submission to the Therapeutic Good Administration and the National Health Regulator Agency of Australia, obtaining approval from the CALHN Research Governance Committee, and conducting a site initiation visit, basically to actually see the facilities where their patients are going to be enrolled. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, and it's very fascinating because the stock has been in quite the downtrend through the year, and I feel like this could potentially start being a turnaround story as they start building out what could potentially be a huge advancement in these kind of treatments, right? But I'll pass that question off to you. I'd love to know what you think in that comment section below.